Hello, everyone. Along with Ann Argist, I'm Mike Lagerschultz, and welcome to the UDemand It Podcast. This show is for you. You demand it, and we deliver. To submit your ideas for guests and questions for future shows, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/UAthletics. Also, go to our Twitter page at twitter.com/Utah Athletics. Well, this is our third show this season, and the Utah football team coming off a nice 38-10 win over UNLV at home last Saturday. Utah now 2-0 on the season, 14th in the country, and today we'll be joined by one of the stars in that big win, Shaky Smithson, a guy who's had a great personal story, moved here from Baltimore, now has custody of his younger brother who's in high school in the area, and should be a fantastic story and a great interview coming up with Shaky Smithson.
I think we all really feel a connection to Shaky. We feel a connection to his story, and so I think with him having this breakout game at UNLV, having one of the best returns in Utah football history. It was a total of 77 yards that he ran, and of course it went right for a touchdown, the 7th longest in our history, and I just think everyone wanted to see Shaky do well for this game, and they really wanted to hear from him today. And I think what kind of put the icing on the cake is not only was Rice-Eccles Stadium exploding when Shaky ran it, but ESPN was watching, and of course that was great because they put him on the top 10 plays of the week. And now we won't let you wait any longer. Let's go right to Shaky and get his voice about his game.
Well, Shaky, first off, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on your Mountain West Player of the Week honor.
Thank you.
Great game for you. Let's get to the questions here from the fans. First off, Robert Hammond and Tyler Eversole want to know, rough start for you against Pitt, 2 fumbles, but did you feel you got a little redemption against UNLV on Saturday?
No redemption at all. It happens to everybody. So it just took me by surprise. 2 fumbles. You really don't get 2 fumbles in the game by one person. So I took it hard on my shoulders and practiced hard each and every day after that. And my brother gave me some good advice. He just told me just play free, take all the stress off your shoulders, and just have fun out there.
Were you maybe a little excited opening night, too amped up to trying to do too much?
Of course. It's my senior year, first game, so there's a lot on my mind, and it's bigger than football. So, with me, I got custody of my little brother, so there was a lot of things going through my mind, and that shouldn't have been going through my mind at that present time. So I got over that, and my coaches and my teammates was very supportive, so that helped me out a lot.
Let's go. We'll talk about your brother in a bit. Another question here from a fan, Shaky, from Jordan Caldwell. He asked, what was going through your head on the punt return, and you had a fake? You just stopped right middle of the field and then cut back. What was going through your head when you made that move on Saturday?
It's just a reaction move. I know as a punt returner, the punt team really doesn't see me put my hand up for the fair catch. So I just stood there like it was a fair catch, and I knew it was returned left. So I took 2 steps to the right, knowing that I had blocks to the left, and then ran back left, and Greg Bird and everybody else got a great block to lead me down the sideline.
Very nice. And kind of leading up to your arrival here, Greg Pearson wants to know what sold you on being one of our Utah Utes on our team.
Just the community, Salt Lake City itself, and there was a lot of schools like Pitt. The first team we played was recruiting me real heavy, Rutgers, SC, and a lot of other schools, but it was just similar background to Baltimore as far as the Arias. So it was a good opportunity for me and my little brother to come out here and just have a great life outside of football.
And speaking of your brother and kind of your life outside of football, Mitchell Bruder and Tia Clay both want to know, what's it like having custody of your brother, managing classes, football, and of course trying to have a social life, being a college student that you are. How do you just manage it all?
Well, it's great, and I manage it real well, I think. But just to let y'all know, the first game against Pitt, unfortunately, he wasn't able to attend the game. That was the first home game that he missed, and you saw that I had a bad game, so he asked me my good luck charm, so I was disappointed that he couldn't make it. And so he was there Saturday night against UNLV, so turns out I had a good game, so I make sure he gets to every game from now on. But outside of football, it's great just having somebody that a family member, and he got your back no matter what.
Yeah, I've talked to you about this before, Shaky. I think some people think it's maybe a burn, but you kind of enjoy having him here. It's almost more of a positive thing for you, it seems like.
It's a very positive thing for me because definitely with the school aspect, I know I got to do my schoolwork if I want to tell him to go to school and get good grades. Right now, he got 4.0, so he ahead of me right there in that part. So, I take it as I'm doing a good job because he have 4.0, great kid, and have good manners. So that's a great thing on my behalf just to, make sure he's doing right.
Well, a couple off-the-field questions here, Shaky. Amber Vitson wants to know, what's your favorite NFL team? You're from Baltimore. Is it the Ravens, or are you a fan of another team?
Dallas Cowboys.
There you go.
They've been my favorite team since I was a infant, just because Deion Sanders is my favorite player. Grew up watching him, and a lot of things I do on the field is a testament to Deion Sanders' talent. So I look after him, and he's my idol. And Baltimore Ravens is my second favorite team, and they will get the New York Jets tonight.
All right, there you go. Prediction from Shaky.
Shaky, I like you even more. I liked you before we had this conversation. I'm a huge Cowboys fan. I was born in Dallas, and so way to go, Cowboy boy. I love it. Our final question, coming from a teacher here in town, Shelly Hill Wright, wants to know, what's the last book you read?
Lou Holtz, Winning Every Day, and it's a great book by him, and there's a lot of good quotes in there, and he just basically tell you be confident and just let stuff go. And I read that book after the game at Pitt, having the 2 fumbles and everything, and it just helped me get over everything that I was going through. And you're going to handle adversity. It's just a matter how you bounce back. And that's a testament to our program. And Coach Witt always stressed respect the process, and that's part of it, just, knowing how you're going to bounce back. And I'm glad I earned my team trust on Saturday.
All right, Shaky, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks again to all of our Ute fans for submitting questions on Facebook and Twitter. Keep them coming. The show is about you, so you demand it, and we're going to deliver. A special shout out to Debbie Prue in Washington State for wearing red and representing, all the Utah fans in the Northwest.
No question, and great to hear from Utah fans all over the country. That's one of the beauties of this show. And Utah hits the road for the first time this week. Utah against New Mexico Saturday at 6 p.m. You can watch that game in the Mountain, and it's been tough for the Utes in Albuquerque over the years. Utah just 13-12-1 against the Lobos on the road, so should be a fun matchup. Fans, remember to send us your questions on Facebook and Twitter. That will do it for our show for this week. For Ann August, I'm Mike Lagish. For You Demand It. Until next time, so long, everybody.